In case you missed the last episode of Unfiltered Opinion, because you were designing a cup that could take a 90-mile-an-hour fastball straight to the ding-ding, here is what you missed.
Because if you win, you just keep rolling the same dice. Same person just keeps rolling the dice.
Oh,
So
no
if you got
shit.
that fucking... Yeah, dude, if you got that fucking lucky hand, dude, for a minute...
Well, they don't want you to change. Yeah, they want you to stay on that table. That's
That's
your
what I'm
homies
saying.
right there.
So everybody, dude, everybody's your best friend. Everybody's fucking high-fiving, fucking chest bumping, jerking each other off, dude. Just fucking... Just everybody's ready to go.
Massive orgy. Fucking roll that dice. Yeah! Welcome on in. Pull up a seat and pour yourself a drink. This is our Unfiltered Opinion. Thank you for tuning on into Unfiltered Opinion. My name is Jacob, and I got my boy Kevin.
Yeah.
And on tap today, we are going to be talking about Isaiah Crowell and how he got fined and won at the same time.
True.
A mother files for a lawsuit after her son doesn't make the varsity team.
Oh, God.
And we got a gender reveal party that went up in flames, and much, much more on this episode of Unfiltered Opinion. So let's get started on up here with the Isaiah Crowell information. Kevin brought this up to me before we got on the recording here, and I just thought this shit was the funniest. No pun intended. Now, give us a little bit of the backstory here.
Well, what was
I keep knocking him out with the backstory.
Yeah.
And this shit is crazy.
Backdoor.
Yeah. But, you know, Kevin is going to be wiping this story clean after the whole thing.
Yeah.
Watching the Browns play. So give us a little bit of this
the Jets.
Well, they were playing the Browns.
Yeah, oh, you're right. You're right. So that it makes sense, of course. He got a touchdown and decided to use the football as toilet paper. And I mean, that was basically it. You know, the coach said he was disgusted, and we won't let things like that happen again. Blah blah blah.
Well, for people who haven't seen this touchdown, what happened was Isaiah Crowell got I can't remember if it was like a 5-yard run in or a 20-yard run. It was he got the ball, ran on in for the touchdown in the Cleveland Browns stadium.
Section. Yeah.
And when he scored this on the right-hand side, he got the ball, squatted down like he was about to take a doo-doo, and he took the football and started wiping his ass with the football like it was toilet paper. And then after he was finished cleaning his bum with this football, he turned around and threw the football into the crowd and pretty much just said, "Here you go. Here's a pile of shit in which you guys are." Which later, which is karma, they went and lost the game, and the Browns got their first victory in 654 days. So kind of fell back on him on this whole situation.
Yeah, it's hilarious. But the NFL ended up fining him $13,000. But a company called Dude Wipes has now sponsored him. So, you know, he took a shit, but he still wins at the end, man. He's still getting that W.
That is true. Now, do you think he should sit out for the fines? You know, be like, all right, now I'm holding out for these fines. Kind of like your boy. He's just, you know, not getting paid enough. And now he's getting fined. He's like, nah, I ain't paying the fines. I'm just going to sit out. I'm okay.
His sponsor is probably going to pay.
Bilal Powell.
They're going to pay the fine, the sponsors. Yo, Le'Veon's supposed to come back week 7.
I did hear that rumor.
Yeah, but they're still looking to trade him.
Which no one wants to bite on him, which I don't blame them, though.
I know.
You know, okay, you're putting a lot of money into a Band-Aid of sorts. Yeah. It's just he's going to be playing the rest of the season with your team. You can't really build around him because he's going to want that big signing contract next year, which, you know, he deserves it. And we saw just with the Earl Thomas incident this weekend, actually, when the Seahawks were over playing against the Cardinals in the stadium, which that stadium has been known for injuring Seahawks. The last time the Seahawks played in that stadium, Cam Chancellor went down and Richard Sherman went down on injuries in that same stadium. So this was the next time we played there. And what was it, in the first quarter, Will Disley, who is a very promising rookie tight end for the Seahawks, goes out and falls and messes up his ankle, and he has to get taken out of the game. So there's your first injury. There's problems there. The injury train's kind of fumbling its way right back through. So it was in the third quarter in which they were in a goal line front. The Cardinals are driving down trying to score in the red zone, and it was a non-contact play. So I can't remember who the hell it was, ran a cut route to the outside, and Earl tried to follow him and then just kind of collapsed, fell right on down, and it was a non-contact injury, which made me laugh because the people I was with were like, well, it didn't even look like that bad of an injury. He didn't even get hit. And I was like,
exactly.
First off, those are the scariest injuries. If you're not getting hit and then all of a sudden something blows out, it was meant to happen. So Earl's getting carted off the field. Everyone's kind of coming up to him like, hey, man, it's all good and stuff like that. And as he's getting carted off, and I saw this in the broadcast, he's just throwing the bird to – you don't know who he's really throwing it to. I didn't know if it was to the fans because, maybe they said something, but he's just like rolling on out, fucking middle fingers up in the air. And you later find out that he was just flipping off the whole Seahawks.
Yeah.
He was just like flipping off the whole bench. But – you see your boy Le'Veon Bell shot out something on Instagram. You see that?
No, I didn't.
Okay, so the picture went viral, of course, of him, flipping off everybody.
Yeah.
And Le'Veon put in the comments was like, "Yo, I don't remember the exact words, so I'm kind of paraphrasing on this, but it was the whole thing of like, I will be the bad guy and hold out so that things don't happen like this to good people."
Yeah. I mean,
so
it's not like he doesn't have a point.
That's true. But, okay, so here's the thing. Like, yes, I understand it. Like, at the end of the day, they're just jerseys. The players don't matter, really. Like, who is going to be like, all right, well, now Earl's gone. I'm not a Seahawks fan anymore. When Le'Veon's gone, are really those Steelers fans going to be not Steelers fans anymore?
No, of course they're going to be Steelers fans.
See, so I understand that point, but also on the other hand, these players did sign these contracts, and you came to an agreement. It's like, if someone says, all right, here, I'm signing you for this at your job, and then all of a sudden you're like, well, I feel like I should be getting paid more. They do have the right to say, no, I'm not going to give you more money. We agreed upon this contract here. If you want, then look for other jobs.
Which
but
is
you
what the
still
Steelers
need to do your
doing.
job. Exactly. You still need to go punch in your clock, or you're going to get fired, and you're not going to make money.
Yeah. No, I don't disagree with that. But, I mean, that's essentially what he's doing because he's not getting paid, to my knowledge, currently.
So, I guess that is the option.
Yeah.
And you can't get mad at him for it. He's not getting paid. It's probably maybe sponsorships are paying him. I'm not quite sure how that all works out. But
yeah, I'm sure he's still getting paid by that. But yeah, he's missing out on his contract money, which, I mean, I don't know. If I'm in that position and he's only got, 10 good years, in football, a running back like that, as long as he stays healthy, 10 solid years.
That's
super generous.
That's third contract. That's third contract.
That's super, super generous. So, I mean, I guess you've got to try and maximize as much as you can. So if he can sit out this year and, play a year longer because he's not taking that physical abuse on his body, but he gets paid a lot more in that final, I guess, I don't know. Kind of depends. I mean, it's kind of like it's kind of gamble. I mean, no matter what, it's a gamble because he could go out, tomorrow walking down the street and tear his ACL.
Yeah, exactly. And the sad thing is us humans, we will deteriorate just over time. It's not because the physical abuse, it will get to you.
Yeah,
and
much
it'll,
quicker.
Speed up the process. But your body is next year, Kevin, your body is not going to be the same as it is today.
It's going to be better.
Oh, okay. I like the mentality there, buddy. Getting better.
I'm not in my prime yet, bro. I'm getting better still.
You know what? Us men, we age very well. That is true.
Especially my family.
Fine wines.
Yeah, dude, my family ages pretty well.
See, there you go, man. It's not like Asians though. Like Asians, just like they age so well. It's amazing.
Dude, their skin is perfect.
And their youthfulness, man. But the thing is, though, like with Asian people, it's just like one night, all of a sudden, it's just like they wake up and holy shit, like you showed your age. Like it all of a sudden appears one day. But like up to like 55, they look like they're 25. And then all of a sudden they hit 55 in one day. And then you look like you're 85 years old. And it's like, whoa, what the fuck? Who the fuck are you? Like, you were not that person.
I'm actually like curious about that scientific. I'm obviously not smart enough for this, but I wonder if they have like a different type of gene in their body that does that, or if it's part of their diet, or I wonder what it is. I mean, because obviously it's got to be something.
It's the sideways vaginas for the women. All Asian women have sideways vaginas, and that just expedites the aging process. They're good. It just keeps them younger.
How does it work on the men?
I'm not quite sure about that whole aspect, but I know the sideways vagina was definitely for the women, and that's all I've really noticed.
I don't even know what that means.
I always remember, like in high school, that was like the joke. Everyone would be
really?
Like, oh yeah, Asian women have sideways vaginas, and I was like, I want to discover this.
I literally have never heard that.
Oh, you never heard that?
No.
Oh yeah.
That's why I'm confused.
Yeah, everyone would joke about it, and then I was like, I am going to discover this one, and then I hooked up with an Asian woman, and unfortunately, her vagina was not sideways. It was just the same as every other vagina, and I was like,
normal.
I was kind of like, I'm not disappointed because I'm getting sex, but at the same point, I'm like, it wasn't like Billy Big Mouth Bass was like turning sideways. I'm like, hey, how you doing? Like, I'm talking to you.
You're like, are you 100% Asian, or what's going on here? Because I want it to at least be diagonal.
I have heard from everybody else that the sideways vagina is true. You know, it's not apparent here. Sorry.
That's funny.
Yeah. So it's quite interesting. So Isaiah Crowell gets signed up to a wonderful promotion of wiping his
dude wipes.
Dude wipes. It'll keep you clean on and off.
I've never used them. I hope they sponsor us one day, but I've never used them. You can go ahead and send us some.
Are they supposed to be like baby wipes?
Yeah, they're like moist towelettes for men, for your butt.
Okay. So I've heard the whole thing of baby wipes, and I've never used baby wipe.
Me either, but everybody tells me it'll change your life.
I've heard it's very pleasant. Now, you got to be careful, though. So here's the thing. With the baby wipes is you can't flush them down the toilet.
Yeah,
They're
exactly.
not disposable. So you got to make sure you are pretty well clean down below.
Yeah.
And then the final swipe, like the relief pitcher of sorts, he comes in there and makes the final swoop, and you're like, ooh, I feel really good. And hopefully he doesn't like blow the game of sorts. You can't have a blown save. This closer better be able to get the job done every single time. Because if there's a little bit of, if he scores a run of sorts, you may be into a predicament here, because how are you going to throw this thing away? You're throwing doo-doo stained baby wipe in the trash.
Yeah.
It's going to stink.
Exactly. So to piggyback off this story, my current employer, we do heating and air conditioning, and there's a plumbing department. Well, the service manager for the plumbing department, he's cool as hell. He's like a 55-year-old guy, but he's a badass. He had a call to go to an Interstate Battery, just a little business over here. I don't know if those are everywhere. But
Interstate Batteries are all over.
They're kind of everywhere. Okay, so an Interstate Battery, everybody knows what I'm talking about. If not, it's a battery store for like cars and shit. Anyway, they had an issue with their plumbing, and there's only 2 people that work there, like during the day, and their plumbing is totally backed up. They have 1 toilet, and he said that there was just a box of Costco-sized baby wipes, and that's what they used to wipe their ass. They didn't even have toilet paper. They just wipe their ass and flush it. And he's like, well, here's your problem. And it was like a $5,000 fix to get it fixed. Like corporate's like, whoops.
So they only used baby wipes? They didn't actually use...
No toilet paper, just baby wipes, and they flushed them all. And he's like, yeah, can't do that.
Holy shit, man. That's not a good thing right there.
No way. So it would cost the company $5,000 to fix that. It's so funny.
What a bunch of idiots.
I know. It says it on the package.
This is not disposable down the toilet. It's not supposed to do that shit.
It's not for that.
Wow.
Yeah, I thought it was hilarious.
There is truly some idiot people out there. Like,
yeah, but it took, that was like a whole village of idiots, because, there's only 2 employees at a time, but there's like 5 or 6 employees that work there, and not one of them was like, guys, this isn't a good idea. Don't you guys know how this shit works? Like, nope.
They don't care. They don't care. They don't. it's the whole concept of, boss makes $1, I make a dime. That's why I shit on company time.
I love that one.
I am not supposed to think. I just wipe my ass with baby wipes and I throw it down there. I'm not paying for the plumbing. None of it's coming out of their paycheck, so they could give a shit less. They don't care. Like, it feels really nice to wipe my butt with baby wipes. And it probably is a very blissful experience. I have not done it. So I want to come back to blissful experiences on the toilet, though. I went and tried a bidet again. I did it again.
Okay.
And actually, the second time I did it, and I'd finally built up the courage, it felt wonderful. And the reason I let it happen was because I was so fucking hungover that, like, I had to take a shit, and I couldn't, like, the turning of wiping my ass was just so much. So I was like, I'm just going to accept the bidet. And once I finally got comfortable to it, it was a blissful experience.
I'm going to have to get one installed really nice. Someday.
Like, so, like, the thing was, like, how hungover I was. Like, this has been such a long time since I've been this hungover. The issue was I drank this shit called Fernet, which is so disgusting, and it's not supposed to be shot, but I shoot it because just of an old, friend I knew or I still know, and we'd always do that, and it's just bad news bears. But I woke up that next morning, and from the bedroom to the bathroom is about 10 steps. Pretty simple. It's just this short walk. And I make it into the bathroom, just kind of fucking, I was dizzy. Just kind of like, oh my God, this is fucking horrible and stuff. Yeah, so like, I'm trying to shit out the hangover. Like, I thought that could be an issue. I was like, I can vomit it. Well, no. Maybe if I can get a little bit of this shit out of my ass, like, I'll feel better. Like, this is my concept as I'm hungover.
Yeah.
So I force the doo-doo out. I do the bidet, and I'm like, all right, I feel a little bit better. And I get up to start walking to the bedroom, and I made it 5 steps, and I'm in the hallway, which is like one more step, and I'm in the bedroom. And I'm like, I cannot go any fucking further. So I just took a nap right there in the middle of the hallway. Just fucking, I had to fall asleep. Woke up about an hour and a half later, and I was like, I think I can make it to the bed. So I took the 5 more steps and laid in the bed. And that was enough. I was like, I got to fucking take another nap. And it was so fucking bad. Actually, I rode my motorcycle back to my place that weekend, too. And I had to ride my motorcycle for an hour, hungover as shit. And it was just so fucking miserable. I was so happy I didn't yak in my helmet.
Oh, that would have been disgusting.
Thankfully, I have one of the helmets that like pops up, like the front. So it's a modular helmet, so you can pop the front up. Yeah. And I just like, and like put the helmet back on, but you still get like the puke smell.
Of course.
It would be bad news bears.
Yeah, it would have been gross.
Yeah, not fun.
It's a funny story though.
Oh, hey, laugh at my pain.
Exactly.
I'm happy you can.
One man's pain is another man's laugh.
Something like that. That's pretty much every comedian. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Laugh at my pain. Well, speaking of, dude, Joe Rogan's Netflix special just came out today. I need to watch that, his new one.
I saw that. I haven't watched it yet,
but
it'd be interesting to see what he has to say on his stand-ups and everything of the sort. So I'm talking about it on the podcast.
Did you watch his last one, Triggered or whatever? It's on Netflix.
No, I haven't actually. I have not watched a lot. I have not watched a lot of stand-up lately.
Oh yeah, it's pretty funny. But
okay,
I want to watch his new one. I watched the promo. It looks really good.
Well, I hope the promo's good, because if the
promo's shit,
absolutely,
then
you're like, wow, this is going downhill quick.
Yeah, well, it's like a bad trailer, There's bad trailers to good movies every once in a while.
That's very rare.
I know.
Rare.
I'm not saying it's common. I'm saying, but it happens.
It's like, all right, I need at least like a 6-pack to get through this. This is going to be so bad.
I'm sneaking this 6-pack into the theater.
Oh, fuck no. I'd be walking in with it so everyone can see it. I'm like, yeah, you know what movie I'm going to? Yeah, I need this. And they'd be like, oh, okay, yeah, we understand. Yeah, any Expendables movie? Yeah, please bring that 6-pack in. We'll actually give you another 6-pack because it is so fucking bad.
I've actually never seen the Expendables.
Don't. It's just, it's so dude heavy. It's just like explosions and fucking badassness. Like when the explosions happen, it's just like,
over the
it's
top.
ridiculous. Oh yeah, it's just shy of some guy being like, I'm going to kill you with my dick, and like beats the shit out of him with his dick. And then all of a sudden, there's a fucking Roman candle at the end of his dick. But actually, the Roman candle's holding a machine gun. So he lights the Roman candle with the jizz stain, and fucking it's so hot. And the Roman candle shoots off, and then his AK-47 then ignites, and he's like, brrr, and he's not holding it. He's like, look, Mom, no hands. And then fucking kills everybody with his machine gun cock. Like, that's kind of what the movie is like.
Okay. Pretty descriptive.
Actually,
I like it.
I think that was better than the actual movie because I kind of want to watch that
You're
movie.
Like, I'd watch that.
Coming to a theater near you.
I'm sure
the
you can,
deadliest cock.
I'm sure you can find something like that on Pornhub.
Oh, probably. Man, okay, so I want to try this thing. Joe Rogan's talked about it, and it's called Sober October.
Mm-hmm.
So he's going the entire month being sober. Now, he does a couple other things where it's like working out, and I'm going to try my best to do working out every day and try to, feel healthier and everything of the sort. So I'm going to attempt Sober October. But I also want to add like a caveat to it, and this may be even harder than not drinking.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to try to not masturbate for an entire month.
Whoa.
Yes, I think that is going to be the more difficult part of Sober October for me.
That's hard for a single man.
Very frustrating. It is, though. Like, now, if the opportunity arises that I can fuck a chick, I'm going to take it because I can't be like, all right, honey, sorry.
That's not jerking off.
That's not jerking off.
Yeah.
Correct. She can jerk me off. That's okay.
Yeah.
But no hands on penis. Like, I can't. These 2 units I cannot put on
not even when
my cock.
Not even when you pee.
No, so it's been very messy when I've been peeing everywhere. I'm like, hey, guys, it's Sober October, no masturbation either. So sorry, you guys, I can't touch my cock.
Yeah.
And it's fucking just pee stained. I look like a fucking 6-year-old kid trying to pee in the toilet for the first time.
Pull your pants all the way down, like when they pull their pants to their ankles. Like, bro, you don't have to do that. You know that, right?
You don't know what I'm going through? All right, this is very difficult. I have to put my pants down to my knees.
That's so funny. Well,
fucking ass cheeks hanging out.
Good luck with that. I'm going to say you last till October 6th.
October 6th.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, that's very generous of you. Now, I have to start it today because October 1st
yesterday.
is a different... God, I was a savage just fucking going after it. I felt just so guilty at the end of it. I looked into the mirror. I felt like Rabbit from fucking 8 Mile. I was just looking at myself.
Be Rabbit.
Just all defeated. Yeah, I had a hoodie on.
Yeah.
Nothing else.
Yeah.
Mom's spaghetti on my shirt.
That's fine.
I was just like, this is not good. I looked pasty white like him too. I just fucking looked defeated. I was like, God damn it, Jacob. You got to stop this. Why are you sweating?
This isn't like you. You're better than this.
You are. You got to do a change in your life, man.
You don't have a problem.
Yeah, I know. That's it. And then you get done. You're like, God damn it! Why the fuck did I do that again? I shouldn't have done it.
It's that post-nut clarity I'm talking about.
Yeah. I'll start tomorrow, you guys.
That's
what a drug addict does.
Yeah, I'm gonna start tomorrow. I'll be clean tomorrow. I'm gonna take this last hit. I'm just gonna shoot it one more time. One more.
It's not that bad, you guys.
Let me just get this syringe full.
just fuck it. Oh, I'm done.
All right, never again. Till tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I got you.
It's like I'm not doing it multiple times in one day, but when you do, it's just fucking exhausting. It's like the most intriguing man in the world. It's like I don't normally nut more than once a day, but when I do, Dos Equis is here for me.
Yeah, I'm trying to quit the next day.
Yeah. So
that's the next. That's the next shirt. Post nut clarity. PNC.
That's going to sell really well. It's just going to be like one of those animated sperms, and it's just going to be like thumbs up and a happy smile. Post-nut clarity.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
PNC.
I'm sure nobody will be upset about that.
No. God, no. You should actually somehow incorporate that on the Get Funkily shirt. But it's just a sperm with fucking thumbs up. Fuck the damn flossing dance. We're doing a sperm with happy. Get Funkily. Hashtag PNC.
And we'll get a bunch of different shirts out there. We're just ready. We're going to be an apparel company before the end of this.
Yeah, I know, right? All of these ideas that no one cares about.
Yeah, well, we care. And that's all that matters.
That is true.
Thankfully,
we don't have to pay for these.
Hopefully, people care after us.
That's true. I think, if we go with that Fortnite one, maybe people from Fortnite will be like, oh, let's get Funkily.
Yeah, check out the new shirt.
It's season 6. We got to check it out.
Yeah, check it out. We're unofficial sponsor of Fortnite.
Yeah, we may want to be careful on the legality of that.
Yeah, I don't know how that works. It's not like what are they going to sue us for? Our computers and microphones ain't getting shit from us.
Yeah, fuck you, Fortnite. You guys have enough money as it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we're fucking broke.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I got a bet going this week. So here's my problem, though. If I'm going Sober October, I already made a bet. So I just made the plan to do Sober October.
Mm-hmm.
But then I made a bet with one of my coworkers that the Kansas City Chiefs are going to beat Jacksonville next week for a 6-pack of Tallies.
Oh, okay. Well, you just can't drink them if you win.
That's true.
That's fine.
That's true. Because I don't want to lose.
Yeah. Did you make a bet on Sober October?
No, I haven't made a bet on Sober October.
So you're just making a bet with yourself that you can do it?
Yeah, it's kind of one of those like
internal
New Year's resolutions.
Okay.
Like, you ever do New Year's resolutions, Kevin?
No.
No?
No, I don't think you need a certain day to begin something new.
Well, unlike you, I have.
No,
and
that's fine.
I still do.
Yeah, that's
and like
nothing wrong. I'm not talking down to people who do. I'm not in any way.
Really? You're not talking down? It kind of sounds like you are.
No, I'm not.
Really?
You're
just so fucking big, you can do it whenever you want. It's not a fucking day that makes a change for you. You're just like,
yeah.
Oh, I'm just better than everyone else. I can do it today if I want to.
Well, no, basically it's like, Kevin, you've been eating like a piece of shit for the last 2 months. Well, you should try and eat clean now. And it's like, okay, I'll eat clean for like a week. And then it's like, ooh, Big Mac. And then that, it goes another month of eating like shit. And then it's like, Kevin, you're such a piece of shit. Quit, put that ice cream down, you fat piece of shit. And then eat clean for like a week. And then, it's kind of, I'm really bad. I'm like I can eat, the best I've done is like 3 months, 2.5 months. And I ate clean as shit. I felt so good. And then it's like, for me, I'm like all or nothing. I do one meal, like, I was like, oh, I'm going to cheat today. Because I don't remember, Erica was like, it was like her cheat day or something. So I was like, oh, I'll cheat with her. And then it's just a snowball from there. I'm like,
you have one slice of pizza and then you're just done.
Yeah, then I eat the whole fucking pizza. And then since I already ate the pizza, I'm like, well, I might as well have ice cream. And then the next day, I'm like, well, I might as well eat waffles and fucking bacon and syrup all over everything. Like, I am all in or all out.
Now, I have to know, have you ever had a pizza high?
What?
Okay, so like, I want to know if anyone else has experienced this. For a while in college, I ate clean. Like, in high school, I was super into to working out and being good and all this stuff like that. And I got to college and like I just stopped and I was like, all right, I'm gonna do a cheat day. So I ordered a large pizza, a large pepperoni pizza with pineapple on it because it's the fucking best.
Gross.
And I ate the whole large pizza on my couch.
Where is this pizza from?
This was a Domino's pizza.
Okay, for context.
Had the garlic butter on the crust and everything of the sort. Just fucking beautiful.
Making me hungry.
And I went kind of like a deep dish style. I didn't want to do thin crust, even though I love thin crust. That's the way to my fucking heart.
Yeah.
But I had to do deep. I wanted that doughiness and everything of the sort.
I got you.
And I ate that whole fucking pizza, and like afterwards, I genuinely felt high. Like I just had this really warm feeling in my body. And I just felt like, oh my God, I didn't want to get out of the couch. Like I drank it down with some beers, and I just felt so fucking good.
Yeah, that's nap time for me.
Oh, man. And like that's kind of what I'm hoping. The only problem is like 2 hours later, you got the fucking rumble guts, and you're exploding out of your like it's explosive diarrhea.
Yeah, it is.
But you don't care. You're just like, it was so worth feeling high like that. So that's kind of what I'm thinking with the Sober October thing is like after October. So like once November hits, I'm going to fucking order goddamn pizza and I'm going to just sit there and
destroy the whole thing.
Eat the pizza. I'm going to drink fucking Coors Lights or whatever I want to drink and just get after it, man.
PBRs.
I'm going ham.
I gotcha. No, well, I guess I can't really relate because I've never been high, so I don't know.
Well, like you just... Not even like feel like being high though. It's just like you feel this warm fuzzy feeling in your body.
Yeah.
Kind of like when you nut. you're kind of like, oh, I feel really warm. You know, like you just kind of feel good afterwards, and just like you're laying there, and you kind of feel like you're floating a little bit.
No,
like
usually,
especially when you nut, and like it's been a long time since you nutted, and like you forget about it, and you're like, oh, and like fucking it shoots across the room and like kind of gets up in the ceiling.
Whoa,
soup. You're just laying there, and you're just like,
oh, soup.
Fucking, you feels like clouds are kind of holding you up, and you're just kind of gravitating there. You're like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
This is what those fucking like water tanks are. When you go in those water tanks, you just kind of feel like you're free.
Oh, I want to try one of those.
That would be fun. I'd give it a shot.
Yeah. I want to try one. Apparently, there's a place here in Boise that does it. You pay.
I've heard that.
Yeah. I don't know what it's called, but I might have to try it out.
Do it, man. Come back with the information.
Yeah, kind of scared.
Why are you scared?
I don't know, dude. I gotta always have things going through my head. Like I'm always trying to do several things to keep my mind going. I feel like if just me and my mind in a dark room, I'm either gonna fall asleep or commit murder or like commit suicide internally, like in my own brain. And I'll just
maybe you're gonna come up with some like great fucking ideas. You're just gonna be like
maybe I don't know.
This is life.
I feel like I've never really like I've tried sometimes and trying to be like super introspective and think about things, but I don't know. I always like my mind is like squirrel somewhere else.
See, like I don't know. I wonder if you just go into a dark room and you just fucking sit there with nothing there. I almost kind of want to try that.
Or
go into a fucking closet,
or
and just turn off the lights and sit there. That sounds very psychopathic, but I kind of want to try it.
You sound like R. Kelly. I'm trapped in the closet.
No, I'm trapped in the closet.
Do you fucking remember that shit? It was like 10 fucking parts.
No, it was a 22-part docudrama series, man. I remember fucking watching that shit. Like, my favorite part in that whole fucking bit was the sheriff is like, he drives back home to his thick southern white woman that he's with, and like R. Kelly does the white woman's accent. She's like, howdy here, I like this stuff, and like it is so fucking like horribly hick southern. And the thing was, I can't remember they had a midget there too.
What the fuck?
And like, yeah, so what was happening is the midget was fucking the fat southern woman, and the sheriff didn't know about it. And then like his name was like Big Stuff or whatever. That was the midget's name. Is midget totally okay to say? I can't vertically challenge. I'm not sure. But he was hiding underneath the sink or something like that. And then all of a sudden, like he goes into the sink, and he's like, "You can't have cherries. You're allergic to cherries." And she's like, "Oh, honey, don't be mad. It's fine. It's just Big Man." And like Big Man comes out of there and just this midget and jumps on him and stuff like that. And everyone's gay. And like, just go watch it again. It is surprisingly entertaining,
dude.
And then it ties it all back together.
I only remember like to the fifth one, or like I only remember watching like 5 of them. I don't remember 22. That's fucking crazy.
Oh, it goes on forever, and then like. So the thing is like, it didn't make any sense as it later got on.
Yeah.
Because R. Kelly's, his girlfriend that he was with that found out he was cheating on her is like totally cool with him later on, but like she's going to murder him. And then like later in the episodes, it's all cool because her brother who was in jail just got out of jail, and they're all just like hanging on out, and it's totally fine. And then all of a sudden someone needs to get shot, and then like R. Kelly's like, let's go, dude who just got out of jail. And they drive out there, but like he's totally cool with the girl he just cheated on. Like they're just like totally fine.
Yeah, like and different subject. Yeah. But now I'm trapped in the closet, weird. And now I'm in the closet too.
Yeah, it is really fucking weird, man. Yeah, go watch it again. Like, just take an hour of your day and go watch R. Kelly's Trapped in the Closet. You will laugh.
Yeah.
It is.
Oh, I know I'll laugh. I'm trapped in the closet.
Amazingly humorous. Oh my god.
I wonder how much he spent on that, or who told him that that's a good idea, because it's not, and it was a waste of money.
It was that time in music that was trying to be pretty edgy. I think they were trying to stay with like a neo soul kind of soulish shit, and like R. Kelly was kind of going down. Like he did like Ignition remix, that shit was popping, and then like he's still trying to catch that.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden he's like, dude, I'm just gonna go off. I'm gonna try something big.
Now Dave Chappelle's already made fun of me. I ain't got nothing else.
Oh,
I'm already peeing on women.
Yeah, dude, he's just fucking shooting it everywhere, man. Fucking. Pissing on people.
Yeah.
He's like, sober October, baby. I can't use my hands.
Yeah.
Fucking put these jeans down by my knees.
Give me that pee. Give me that
fucking swinging it around like a fucking
helicopter.
It's a dick helicopter. He's peeing as he's fucking dick helicoptering around, fucking shooting that shit everywhere.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, so in other news.
Other news.
Okay, Kevin, have you seen these gender reveal videos where these people go out and they're like, it's just a big fucking get together with their family and friends.
I have.
And like, there's some where like, you know, the guy, like the girl throws up this ball and the guy hits it with a bat and it blows up. And it's just, you know, either blue or pink, or they'll have like fireworks and they'll light it up, or like there's ones where like they'll open up a box and the balloons will be a certain color and all that stuff like that.
Yeah.
Well, I got one that's even better for you, and I wish this would come out of like the South, but it's
Florida.
It's not the South. No, unfortunately, it's not Florida. It's actually in Arizona.
Ooh, okay.
Which, yeah, it's a pretty crazy. But I saw this on CNN, and the headline read: Border Patrol agent gender reveal party ignites a 47,000-acre wildfire.
Holy shit!
That is the title. Continuing. An off-duty Border Patrol agent wanted an explosive gender reveal party for his family and friends, but he ended up igniting a wildfire that spread to Coronado National Forest in Arizona. Dennis Dickey, 37 years of age, from Tucson, Arizona, has to pay more than $8 million in restitution, starting with a $100,000 initial payment and monthly payments thereafter, the Department of Justice said in a statement. He pled guilty to a misdemeanor violation of U.S. Forest Service regulations for igniting the sawmill fire. That was the name of the fire that he created.
Yeah.
Which is something to be proud of, I guess. April 23rd, 2017, they planned this gender reveal party. Dennis Dickey and his wife, soon to be having a child. He thought, man, this would be a great idea. We're going to do something so fucking backcountry that I swear to God, your fucking family tree should be up and down after this moment. He planned to shoot a rifle at a target containing tannerite, which is a highly explosive substance. Yeah. So once he shot this container of tannerite, in his mind, he believed that it would explode and reveal the color of his child, his pride and joy, if it's going to be blue or if it's going to be pink. It's going to be something so beautiful. So he dialed in his scope on his rifle, looked at that target, and he took 3 deep breaths, and as he exhaled on that third one, he pulled the trigger, in which to reveal he then caused a fucking fire known as the Sawmill Fire, and ignited 47,000 acres in Arizona, which, sadly enough, he has not told the news if it is a boy or girl. So we don't know that. But we know one thing for sure. He is going to be paying $8 million in restitution for causing this wildfire.
Bets that his fucking girlfriend or fiance leaves him, because who the fuck is going to deal with that shit?
It's like, all right, kid, welcome to the world. You've already costed me money, and you're not even fucking born yet.
$8 million?
So thank you for that.
He literally will never pay that back. I mean, if
Who knows, maybe if he has a good job.
If he's a normal individual, you know, an average American, never, ever, 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 ever will he pay that back. And if he's a high intelligent individual who makes a lot of money, he wouldn't have done that, because he would have been like, oh,
no,
well, this doesn't make any fucking sense. So this is someone who, A, most likely doesn't make a large amount of money, and B, is below average intelligence, probably. I'm just going
to... Okay, Kevin, I'm going to argue his side, though. Maybe he is the director of the Expendables and thought that this shit would just blow up and it would be super fucking cool and there would be no repercussions.
Well, that wasn't special effects. That was... he was fucking with real shit.
Those movies are not fucking special effects, Kevin. That fucking harbor did blow up in a fucking 20-stage explosion.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, fucking Stallone came in there, was like, fuck this shit, and just blew it up, and like fucking threw a grenade launcher as it hit a motorcyclist. As it bounced off the motorcyclist, as that motorcycle then exploded into another fucking boat, and then the boat exploded, and then the fucking everything went up because it was an explosive boat truck.
Yeah.
Because they have boat trucks there.
Boom. Okay, but the question...
all blew up. And then it revealed the gender. It was like, it's a boy.
The question still remains, though. Does he never get, like, any money? Or how does this work? I'm very curious as to how long he has to pay back $8 million, because the answer is fucking never, because he's never going to pay it back.
What it said in the CNN report is it said he starts out paying the initial $100,000.
Yeah,
and then it's just going to be monthly payments thereafter.
Yeah, till he fucking dies.
Probably.
Well, let's do
and probably that. See, but maybe it's a great lesson for that kid, because it's going into this world and it's already a step ahead of everybody. It's already in debt. So it's going to be paying debt for the rest of its life, like we all are. So maybe it's a great thing. It's like, all right, kid, you don't have to go to college. You already have debt. You're fine.
Okay.
Your dad fucking shot something up and caused a wildfire because of you. You're welcome.
Here's some basic math. If he somehow, and this is, again, the average American makes like $30,000 a year. So we're going to say this guy is above average. This is going to be way above average. This is saying he's paying $50,000 a year on this $8 million. It's going to take him 160 years to pay $8 million off.
See, but maybe he's Kawhi Leonard, and he makes ridiculous sums of money.
I want to be...
I want to hope that like the rifle company fucking fronts up and like gives him money for it, even though they wouldn't. It'd be kind of cool. Yeah. Like, the wildfire was brought to you by fucking Smith & Wesson. You're welcome, bitch.
So let's say he makes $50,000 a year, times that by 0.7. So he takes home $35,000 after taxes, being very generous. I'm going to go with, out of $35,000, most people at the end of the year have like $2,000 extra left over, maybe, that they saved. Most people don't save very much money.
Yeah, it's fucking tough to save money.
Well,
Jesus Christ.
Let's say he saves 10. I mean, that's going to take him fucking 800 years.
Poor bastard's never going to be able to pay this shit off.
Yes, it's going to take him 800 years if he paid $10,000 a year.
Well, better get back to it, boy.
Oh, my God. So I wonder if... Oh, man. I want to look into that. Like, if that debt travels to the next generation. Like, how does that fucking work?
Just fucking generation to generation. Wait, like,
can you file bankruptcy
that family
on that?
From then on... I don't know.
Yeah.
It's fucking government shit, so I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Because you can't file fucking bankruptcy on a student loan, which makes no goddamn sense.
Yeah, they want you to fucking pay that shit.
Yeah, it's so fucking stupid. But
yeah,
that's so weird.
maybe that's it. Like, the family can all turn back to that one moment. You are the fucking reason we have been paying debt for fucking 7 generations.
This is the reason we're poor.
Yeah, exactly. Fucking once we became extinct, humans became extinct, and then all of a sudden, fucking we became aliens, and we're still paying this off in fucking Klingon coins.
Yeah,
thanks, asshole.
That's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
How crazy
fucking
is that?
Ridiculous, man, is what people are. They just
absolutely.
They just
no brain, man.
Never. But it always makes me laugh though, like the gender reveals. You see that, like they do the baseball one, and like the guy swings and misses, and then it fucking hits the ground and blows up.
It's fucking hilarious too. I saw one where he swung, missed, but threw the bat and hit the girl. Hit his.
Oh no, I didn't see that shit.
Yeah, hit her in the belly. I'm like, oh, so you just killed the baby.
Well, I guess that is the proper step in which if you swing and a miss in your gender reveal, you better fucking abort that kid, because it's already going downhill for it.
Well, it's not going to be an athlete.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, sorry, your dad's a beta, and he is not going to do what you're not going to do well if you're taking sports advice from that guy.
Yeah, bad idea. That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, going downhill quick, kind of like your fantasy football team.
Well, that's okay. I don't even want to talk. I'm not even.
I had to hit that.
Not even
I had to hit that. I'm sorry. Well, maybe Kevin, you can hire this kid. He doesn't play football, but it's another football of sorts.
Okay.
A story just came out of a mother who filed a federal lawsuit after her son did not make the varsity soccer team.
Jesus Christ.
Which is fucking sad.
Yeah.
A U.S. District Judge John Ross denied a request by a parent in the Ladue School District for a temporary restraining order that would allow their child to play soccer on the high school JV team. The woman's attorney says the issue was the age and sex discrimination. Now, why they said it was an age and sex discrimination. Now, in the same school, the girls' soccer team, the girls can play JV later on. They can play till they're seniors. Now, this boy was a junior in high school, And the school said that he cannot play JV soccer because they want to open up spaces for the upcoming freshmen and sophomores so that they can go into varsity.
Exactly.
So after junior year, you have to be in varsity or you cannot play in this school.
Yeah.
So that was one of the arguments. So actually, that was both of the arguments because she said that her son should be able to play even though he is a junior, which is in the rules, like he cannot play JV as a junior and up, and that the women or the girls soccer team would allow their players to be juniors and play on JV. Mm-hmm. And this is just the fucking... This is the destruction of the world right now.
So fucking stupid. Dumbest shit I've ever fucking heard. If you're a junior and you're on JV, you suck. Sorry. I'm sorry to tell you.
Accept the facts. You're not going to do great.
No.
That's it. Maybe soccer isn't your game.
And not only that, it's like, okay, so say basketball is my favorite sport. When I was in 7th grade, and it was the first time you had to try out for a team. Before that, you just, played City League or Rec or, whatever it was called.
Yeah.
I was the last person picked for the team. And basketball was my favorite sport. In 7th grade, I was a little overweight. I didn't really practice that. Like, I didn't, I practiced and played, but I didn't take it that seriously. I was a 7th grader. I wasn't LeBron James, so I wasn't taking it that seriously. I played on some traveling teams and stuff. But I was told I was the last, or one of the 2 last people picked on the team. It was 13 of us. And I didn't want that next year. I wanted to be on the team for sure. So I worked my fucking ass off every year from 7th grade on, so I'd never had to worry about it. In 8th grade, when I went to tryouts, I wasn't even worried. I knew I was on the team. And it wasn't because I played the year before. It's because I busted my ass off, and I had seen everybody just stay stagnant, and I made giant leaps. And the year after, and the year after. And it's like you can't expect... Because I already know who this kid is. I saw this kid a million times in school. This kid that plays for this during the season, and then once the season's over, he doesn't do a goddamn thing. He doesn't practice, doesn't try, doesn't do anything, doesn't do a fucking thing, doesn't learn, doesn't watch film, doesn't do anything else, and then expects to come the next season and play again and be better than he was, even though he put in zero work. That fucking irritates me to no end because you're not supposed to have things. You have to fucking work for them. They're not made to it's not just be for your benefit. You work, you figure out what you want and you fucking work for it. If you want to be on the soccer team, then act like a fucking adult that wants something. You don't just fucking get it. Doesn't just fucking stumble upon. And then you got your fucking mom because you cried like a little baby back bitch. And then your mom fucking, I'm going to sue the school because I'm fucking stupid too. And my kid can never have his feelings hurt, even though when he graduates high school and goes to college, everyone's going to fucking make fun of him because he's a big old bitch. Sorry.
No. Get it, Kevin. Get it. That big titty bitch.
Dude,
I
fucking hate that. Like, I love my nieces and nephews, but they play. I can't go watch them. They all play soccer, and my niece now is 11, and they still don't keep score, and I want to fucking go on the field and start punching refs and punching the people who run this shit and kicking.
They don't fucking keep scores?
No. She's 11 years old and they don't keep scores. And I'm fucking ripping my hair out. Hair out.
It's a fucking sport. It's a competition. It's supposed to breed just this want to be better than everyone else.
Yeah, well, it's not. They're trying to get away from that. Like, everyone wins. There's literally the scoreboard just has the time and 0-0 everywhere. Win. Like, they don't even get points.
Everyone does not win.
Don't even get points. Don't even keep score. Nothing happens. So it's like they score, cheer, and then start over. It's like, what the fuck is the point? Just get rid of the goals then. Let's just fucking pass the ball. Exactly. Let's just pass the ball back and forth because that's the same fucking thing. Because you need
Why don't we just fucking pick daisies too while we're at it?
You need to feel fucking defeated. You need to feel like you lost because you can't win everything and every day. Every day is a new fucking game. And some days you're going to fucking lose. You're going to go to bed and you're going to be like, shit, it wasn't my day today. And some days you're going to feel like a fucking $1,000,000. Like, hey, this morning I woke up at 6 a.m. I fucking hit the gym, depending on what profession you're in, went to work. I got that big project done. I worked my 8 hours. I helped.
Putting those hours,
yeah,
baby.
I helped people, however that that happens in your daily life, you know, almost everybody has a job, and then get home and maybe, you know, you fucking cook dinner, you did some shit around the house, and you worked on your side hustle, you fucking podcast, whatever it is, you go to bed, you know, you're ready for bed, and you're reflecting on the day, and you're like, this is a good fucking day, man. If I can string a couple of these together, some shit's going on, you know, I'm life's moving in the right direction. But like, fuck, if you just are gonna every day is the same, you don't win, you don't lose, you can't fucking shelter people forever, because once they get out of high school or college or whatever their final little nest is, you know, whatever's protecting them, that last layer, shit changes, man. You gotta get a job, you gotta pay bills, fucking responsibilities start to pile up, and if you don't have any perspective or have any desire to win and any of that, I mean, you just get lost in the mix, and then you're fucking eyeballs and dead, and you're smoking crack on the corner and fucking sucking dick to pay the bills. Like,
well, you know, at least, but they better do really good at sucking dick, or there's going to be people there who are sucking dick better, and then they're not going to have a job. Yeah. You're just going to be dead. Like, the fact of the matter is we have to fucking drive people. Like, that generation is soon going to, that generation will rule the world.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just think of that. Like, the generation in which they never were taught to try to elevate themselves, to make themselves better.
Yeah, it's just
by that, you are perfect just the way you are. It's such bullshit. Like, you are not gonna fucking do anything. I'm sorry. Like, you're great, but you can always be better. Like, all right, yeah, we all did great. Good job, team. This is cool. But at the end of the day, that kid is better than you, or there is shows that are better. You know, like fucking. Absolutely. You think Howard Stern was just run of the mill? No, he fucking worked his ass off and became the greatest, or one of the greatest radio personalities of all time. Yeah. You know, do you think fucking LeBron James is just like, yeah, we all tied and it was kind of cool, and like he didn't push himself, he didn't go to the fucking gym and work out and all this stuff?
Yeah.
No, they had to.
Fucking live there. Like, yeah, you can say, I mean, obviously there's natural talent in anything and everything, but you can't fucking say, like Steve Nash, who's, you know, 6'4", not really that athletic, or some of these other guys, Andre Miller, he's a great basketball example. He was like 6'3", but could not even like dunk it because he just wasn't that athletic, but he worked his ass off and was the smartest player on the court. Like, there's other ways to be great. It doesn't, like, if we're talking about sports, it doesn't have to be, you don't have to be the most athletic player, but you've got to work hard and figure out what your angle is. You've got to figure out, no matter what you're doing, you got to figure out where you fit, because everybody's different. Not everybody's going to be LeBron James. Not everybody's going to be able to just fucking jump from the free throw line and dunk, or shoot from fucking 50 feet like Curry. You've got to find where you fit, what you fit in, and work hard. Because, you can't just fucking expect an easy route. It's just not going to happen.
You can't expect your mom to go to fucking court and try to put out a lawsuit because you weren't allowed on the fucking team.
Yeah, and then are you going to feel good if you win? Like, is that going to make you feel good? Like, oh, my mom got me on the team because she fucking tried to sue the school, and they just didn't want to fucking deal with it, so they're just letting me on the team. I'm sucking. I'm not going to play anyway. So then what's mom going to sue for fucking not equal playing time? I went through this with... When I coached like 4 years ago, I coached 8th graders, and I coached the B team, and I didn't get to pick any players. I basically just had the leftovers. I had like 15 kids, didn't want most of them, because I was trying to build these kids that wanted to be there.
And they didn't want to be there?
Yeah, well, some of them didn't, but the kids, they all wanted to play. And I'm like, this isn't how this works. Do you guys want to win or do you want to play? Well, we want to win. I'm like, okay, well, then you're not all going to play. That's just the way it is. Yeah. This is, and then I had parents get mad at me, like, why is my kid not playing? And I have to explain to them, well, your kid's not good enough to be playing. And that's a tough thing for a parent to hear, but I have no problem helping. I can give you all the drills. I can give you everything your child needs for next year to be one of the best players. But here's the thing. It's not going to happen right now, and he's going to have to practice all fucking summer and all winter and all spring and come back and come back next year and do all the open gyms that I host and do everything that I ask, and I guarantee you he will be good enough to be on the team. Well, that's a lot of work. No fucking shit, dumbass. No fucking, exactly. No kidding. And then guess what? I had kids quit because they didn't want to put in the work, and they told their mom they weren't going to play. And before that happened, I fucking had a game, and I said, you guys all want to complain to me about your playing time? And there was like 5 kids, but I'm going to address the team as a whole. I was like, you guys all want to complain about your playing time? This is what we're going to do. This game, and it was the best team in our conference because all the other schools only had 1 team, but our junior high thought it would be smart to have fucking 2 teams so nobody gets cut, which was stupid. So every team
participation awards.
Every team I played was an A team, and we got fucking smashed except one game we won. And so I was like, all right, we're going to play. We were playing the best team, and I was like, all right, let's go. We're going to fucking everybody played equal minutes, and we got destroyed.
It's fucking 88-3.
And then the parents yelled at me for that. And the parents got mad at me for that. I was like, well, here you go, kids. Can't have it all the way. So we're going to play so we can win.
Yeah, exactly. Did you want equal playing time for everyone? No, this is the result you get.
That's what I mean. And then the kids are embarrassed because they lost by fucking 60 points. And it's like, okay, now you guys understand what this feels like. Okay, I had Jimmy that was sitting on the bench for half the game who should have been playing the entire fucking game because he's the best player on the fucking court. He needs to be playing because he can make a difference on the game. And then I got Jack, who is a great role player and will have certain situations that I'm going to use you and I'm going to expect you to be ready. But in the rest of the time, I want you on the bench cheering on your fucking team like a goddamn, like someone who wants to be here and is a part of a team and trying to help everyone progress. Like, you have a role. Whether you play or not, you have a role. Like, you've got to...
Don't fucking check out. You stay...
Exactly.
Right here. Stay present the entire fucking game.
But now I got...
Because when I need you to fucking drain that three-pointer...
Yeah.
Right now...
Exactly.
You need to be able to go in there and fucking automatic... Boom.
But now I got Jimmy in there playing half the game, and he should only be played 2 minutes a game. Jack should be playing fucking 32 minutes, and he's playing 15. And it's like, well, guess what's going to happen? We're going to get our asses fucking kicked. And then, and then they're all pissed off.
Yep. There you
like,
go.
Well, quit fucking whining and start working hard so you can get what you deserve, not what you fucking expect.
Exactly. And good thing I bet against our team on this fucking game, guys. Good fucking work.
I was in the fucking...
All right, pay up, bookie.
Yeah, I was in the fucking the back of the school betting against us.
And this is how Pete Rose did it, motherfuckers.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Hall of Flame.
Dude, that's just one of the things that pisses me off more than anything. I had to rant.
Oh no, I understand that. Yeah, there's always those people, and you gotta put in the fucking time if you want to get on the team.
Yeah,
and you want to do good, you gotta put in the effort. You gotta go in. You gotta go to the gym. You gotta work out. You gotta take every opportunity in which to elevate your game.
Exactly.
It's not just a fucking here you go, come in and play whenever you want. It's not a pickup game, you guys.
And in jobs,
this is an organized team.
And in like jobs, I don't expect. If I worked at a place for 5 years and someone comes and works there for a year, and I've been fucking just kind of, going through the motions for 5 years, and this guy comes in and for a year and a half is busting his ass and trying to learn more and trying to be better, and there's a job, an opening comes up for a promotion, why should I get it? Because I've been there longer? Fuck no. That guy's been busting his ass for a year and a half, probably did more work in a year and a half than I did in 5 years, and I shouldn't get that job. He's the one who fucking should get it.
But they're gonna bitch about it though.
Oh, absolutely. But that's what I'm like.
Well, I've been here for fucking 5 years, and he just got here.
And honestly,
why does he get?
That's not just this new generation. That's an old generation thing too. It's just people get so, as they get older, get so complacent, and then just expect. I don't understand it. We have this weird culture of people just expecting things to be handed to them, and I fucking hate that.
I had this situation happen to me. It was last Friday.
Yeah.
I was doing removal for one of the sales, so we had a bunch of shit there. It was good, but there's this one guy who comes in, and I fucking hate this guy. I mean, I remember an incident fucking 3 fucking years ago, Kevin. I remember this. We sold this gym, Mind, Body, and Soul Fitness, and I remember it like yesterday. Note, I went and did a bunch of other things before this, like after this, but I still remember this. He bought a lot for, it was like $5 or something like that. And it was a bunch of junk. It really was. And there was a bottle of Powerade that was there. And he went down to pick up like the fucking 20 pounds of shit that he bought. And the Powerade wasn't there. So he came up and just fucking yelled at me. Because he's like, well, my Powerade's not there, and yada, yada, yada. And that was making the lot, which he was just trying to find an out. Like, he's just like, he wanted to get his money back. He just wanted to bitch at me. And, like, people around me were like, dude, relax. Like, seriously, this was the first time, like, I was taking over the auction. Like, I was kind of doing removal because, you know, my old man who I was working with, he had to go off and do some shit.
Yeah.
Like, he had to go out and solve another problem. So I'm there, and, like, this guy's fucking just belittling me. And I still remember it. And they finally just gave him the money back. And he's just been a douchebag. So fast forward 3 fucking years. And I see him, and I see him every time at these fucking sales, and I'm like, that guy's a douchebag. I'll never help him. I'll never fucking help him. So he bought 2 things at the sale. And, like, I don't care if you buy something for $25 or $10,000. I'll still help you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, it doesn't matter. But you got to treat me with respect.
Yeah.
And the thing is, this stuff is sold as is, where is. As is in the present condition that it is sold, where is in the present location that it was being sold at.
Yeah.
Now, this guy wants us to load up all this shit for him. Like, he bought 2 things, and he wanted to load up all this shit. And one of the guys I'm working with, he's an older gentleman, real nice guy, but I can see he's, like, physically frustrated. And I was like, hey, you know, Steve, is there anything I can do for you, man? And he's like, oh, you know, this guy's just a pain in the butt. I'm fine, though. I was like, oh, okay, cool.
He's always here. He's just a pain in the fucking ass.
Well, yeah, so, like, Steve doesn't cuss, so it's like, I was like, pain in the butt. Like, that was kind of elevated there, Steve. Calm down, you know? So he helps load up this, you know, stuff for him, and as he's loading it on up, like, there's one more piece, and this guy's just sitting over by his truck, kind of waiting for Steve to start, like, loading the other piece in.
Yeah.
And, no, this guy's, like, 55 years old, and he's not from America. He is Indian. That's just the fact of it all. And he's kind of expecting Steve to do all this shit. And I look over at the guy and I says, hey, you going to come in here and help us with that piece? And he kind of looked at me, and I was about like 20 feet away. And he kind of looked at me like he didn't hear me. So I got like a little bit closer, and I got to 15 feet. And I was like, hey, you going to come here and help us load up your stuff? And he looked at me again. So I got a little bit closer, and I said, hey, how about you put on those gloves you just put in your pocket and come over and help us load your stuff? We don't load this stuff for you. So he, like, reluctantly puts on his gloves, and he comes over. And we didn't need his help, but I didn't want Steve to do all the work.
Yeah.
So we put on this tank on a pallet jack, and we bring it out to him. And Steve and the guy put it on his car and stuff like that. And he looks at me, and he's like, you know, the issue with you and your generation is you guys just don't respect the older people. And before he could even continue, I looked at him and I just walked away.
Oh my!
I walked away. I didn't even faze him, and he just got so angry, and he started to yell even louder. I walked away. I was like, I'm gonna take myself out of this situation.
Yeah, before I fucking
and like
put the fucking choke slam on him.
Yeah, exactly. And I was like, okay, first off, respect is earned, it's not given.
Absolutely.
And the problem with your generation is you are entitled in expecting us younger people to do all the work for you. So isn't it kind of contradictive of what you were saying to what you were doing?
Absolutely.
So yeah, fuck off,
I had some older guy be like, you millennials are all the same, blah blah blah, saying all this millennial shit, and I was like, hey bud, let me tell you about something. Your generation is the one that raised us, so you might want to fucking point that finger back at yourself, because I mean, usually kids are a product of their environment, so you taught your kids how to do something stupid, you know. You're the parents of this generation that you don't like, you fucking idiot. And no, not my kids. I'm like, oh, okay, well, you're one of those people. Yeah. You fucking
and your
moron.
Generation is self-entitled, and you feel that you should be able to boss us around. So. Yeah. There you go. You guys aren't great either. Yeah. Like, once we all come to the realization that we all have our fucking flaws, and we can just learn to live with them and understand that not everybody does that shit, and don't try to blame one
or blame a whole generation.
For that one person. Yeah. You guys don't know, respect your elders. Well, actually, I do. I respect the people that deserve respect. Not given respect.
Yeah, like I mean, I try my best to, if I meet you, I'm going to give everyone respect to start, but you can fucking lose that shit if you're going to be a piece of shit.
Exactly. And it's, be a fucking decent person. Like,
it's not hard. It's
not overly difficult.
I think it's harder to be a mean person than it is to be, a nice person.
Yeah. I was like, dude, so yeah, the 99 other people that came on in here were really fucking happy with me. And I even flipped people's shit, and I had fun and stuff like that, like it's just, they're okay with it, but you're the douche. Yeah, like you've always been the douche. Like I feel bad for you because you have to go home at night
to yourself,
knowing that you were that person. You were a dickhead, not just to me, but you're probably a dickhead to everybody else.
Yeah.
Like I didn't see if you were married, but I'd feel bad for her.
You're truly,
like, fuck.
You're truly unhappy.
Yeah, you're just a dickhead.
Yep.
Like I'm sorry about that. So, all right, Kevin. We got a user submitted fuck, marry, kill this week actually. Okay. So big shout out to Nick Canto, my boy, homie. Yep. He came through in the clutch and he asked me this one, and I'm going to relay this one on to you. So this is a user submitted one. Canto, thank you for the user submission.
Look, you guys,
and please, you guys, if you want to,
you can be a part of the podcast.
Yes, submit it at unfilteredopinionpodcast@gmail.com. So, Kevin, this one right here, fuck, marry, kill this week, we have Nicki Minaj.
Okay, let me write these down.
Okay, write them down. All right, get
Nicki. Okay,
get your pen and paper. Nicki Minaj, Iggy Azalea.
Oh God, this is gonna be hard.
And Cardi B.
Cardi B, she's my girl.
I know. So
I'm marrying Cardi B because I love her.
Okay, you're marrying Cardi B. Why do you love Cardi B?
Dude, she's fucking hilarious.
Okay.
Dude.
So why is that so funny? Like, what's the deal with that whole thing?
Bro, I've just watched interviews with her. I just think she's hilarious. She's just, like, unapologetically herself. Like, she's not faking anything. Okay. It's not an act. She's just fucking different, and she makes funny-ass noises, and she's actually a pretty funny person. Like, she could probably be a comedian.
Really? You think she is that funny that she could be a comedian?
She's pretty clever. Like, she's pretty witty. She's got one-liners and stuff. You know, she's pretty witty. She's not, obviously, she's not a comedian, but she's pretty witty.
She's not stand-up comedian funny, but she's like she's funny, like a party.
Yeah, she'd be good, like party. Yeah, exactly. Just like what you said. You know, I'm marrying Cardi B.
Okay, so Cardi B, you wifing up.
Yeah.
You wifing up right now.
Ah, fuck.
Now here's the thing.
Dude.
Who you going after? Nicki Minaj or Iggy Azalea?
Honestly, Nicki Minaj, I think Iggy is... No, I'm not trying to be rude. She just doesn't do anything for me. Like,
okay, doesn't get you excited.
Not even in the slightest bit.
Really?
Yeah. But honestly, Nicki doesn't really do much for me either. But like, if I have to pick, if you're holding the gun to my head and I have to pick, I'm gonna go Nicki.
Okay. Is it because her fat booty?
That thing's fake as fuck.
You're just fucking it, dude.
Yeah, that's fine.
Literally,
sure.
You're going to Pound Town on the big brown mounds.
Yeah,
like that's it.
Yeah,
get after it.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I guess. But I'm just saying that she does more for me than Iggy Azalea. But neither of them do much for me.
Okay, because I was wondering, like, is Nicki Minaj hot or not? That's always the one thing that's kind of confusing. Because, like, I'll see certain photos of her, and I'll be like, not really that attractive.
Yeah.
But then all of a sudden, I'll see something on, like, a commercial. Like, there's a video game commercial, like, it was a football, like a Madden one. And Nicki was in it. And I was like, oh, my fucking God. Like, she is fucking banging, dude. Like, I'd pound that shit day in and day out. Now, this is not, during Sober October, so I'm not overly horny. Like, this is just me of, like, pre-shot after. I'm like, okay, I'm narrow-minded.
Yeah, I think honestly with her
post-nut clarity.
I mean, I think she can be pretty. She just does a lot of weird stuff with like makeup and stuff that it's like, and then it's like, yeah, and it's just weird.
Okay,
but she's a little too curvy for me. But to each their own.
But then, okay, so you're killing Iggy Azalea.
Yeah, because she doesn't do a damn thing for me.
Not a damn thing. Mm-mm. All right, fair enough.
What
so the whole thing is, this was a tough one because I really, man, that's the tough part. Like, I'm kind of in the same boat as you, to be completely honest.
Yeah.
Like, Cardi B. The only variance that I'm going to have different from you is either I'm going to put fuck Cardi B or I'm marrying Cardi B. I'm not quite sure. But, like, if I'm going to do, like, if I'm going to fuck Cardi B, then I'm probably going to marry... I'd marry Iggy Azalea and then I'd kill Nicki Minaj.
Okay.
But if I'm marrying Cardi B, which I think that's probably the best one, that I'm going to fuck Nicki Minaj and then I'm going to kill Iggy Azalea. Because... I think Nicki Minaj would be a crazy fuck. Like, I think she'd just be insane. Like, she's like, you see her whole like musical thing. She has like 4 different personalities.
Yeah.
That'd be like fucking 4 girls. Like all of a sudden she'd be like nice Nikki, and like she'd be wearing the schoolgirl outfit, and all of a sudden it's like I'm psycho Nikki, and I'm like, I kind of like this.
Yeah.
This is kind of scary. Like, are you going to stab me? I'm not quite sure. Yeah, exactly. Like she wants to like tie me up. Like I don't know what's happening here, but I just woke up and all of a sudden I'm tied up to the bed.
Yeah, fuck that.
And she's yelling at me to fucking get my dick erect, and I'm like, I'm scared. This is like a fear boner, but I'm still okay with this.
I don't know
what
to do. I don't know what to do.
Yeah, exactly. God, there's so much blood rushing to my fucking penis right now. But like it's that, I don't know. I think that would be it though.
Yeah.
So there you go. If I'm going to marry Cardi B's
I'm
gonna fuck Nicki Minaj and go Iggy Azalea. But I'm gonna shift it up. I'm going Cardi B. I'm fucking.
Okay.
I'm gonna marry Iggy Azalea.
GGY.
That's right though, and kill Nicki Minaj.
Okay.
That's what's gonna happen.
You heard it here
on the Fuck, Marry, Kill.
You heard it here.
You heard it here first, you guys. Unfiltered opinions going on right now.
That's right.
So, Kevin, do we got a fun fact of the day?
Of course we do, Jacob.
All right, everybody. So, tune on in here. We got ourselves a little fun fact from Kevin here. So, hit us up, Kev.
So, if you didn't know, the liver, the human liver, is the only organ that is able to regenerate itself naturally.
So when you kill it by drinking liquor, it actually can heal itself. So you got to drink a lot of fucking liquor to kill that thing.
So as long as there's 25% of it left, it can regenerate itself into a whole liver again. And it actually happens quickly-ish. So it's actually kind of crazy. So as long as you don't completely destroy and fucking just have some crazy type of liver disease, your liver can actually grow back.
Really? Okay. That is an interesting fact, Kevin. Scientific facts.
Yeah, scientific facts. That's what we teach over here.
And now I got to ask you, Kevin, do you believe the world is round or is it flat?
Oh, my God.
By Kyrie Irving.
Jesus fucking Jiminy Christmas.
What's Kevin's fun fact on that?
It's the world is fucking round.
Or is it flat?
The world is fucking round.
So you're telling me I could go straight up in the air, and then if I stay in that one point right there, I will move in the Earth spinning around.
Yeah, you will fucking move.
The Earth is not completely flat.
Jeez. I don't know what. Oh, my God. That just... I don't know if they actually believe that or if they're just trying to play a joke on everybody.
Well, it's your sport, so you should really figure this shit out. You are the basketball expert.
My God.
Do some investigative reporting.
Everyone
here.
says it's real. Like, Kyrie Irving really thinks the Earth is flat, but I just don't believe that can be real.
How retarded do you have to be to think the Earth is flat?
Dude, what in the fuck, man? Like,
it's probably the same people that wipe baby wipes down the fucking toilet.
Seriously.
By every wipe that they use.
My God. I was just shaking my head like, what the what's this world? This world just needs to restart.
Just hit the restart button. We're done.
Dude, there's so much science and evidence that not even suggests, that shows that the world is round without any hint of it being, we might be wrong. No, the world is fucking round. Not the world is, the world is round. Probably.
Ish.
The world is probably round. No, the world is round. Period.
Signed, sealed, and delivered. Get the fuck out of here. This is the facts.
Yeah, for real. Jesus.
Oh, man.
Well,
on that lovely note here, you guys, please go check us on out at Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can follow us all there, and you can go check us out at unfilteredopinion.com, which you can see all of our new merch that will be coming on out here soon.
Yeah.
And blogs and all of that good jazz, and keep up with what is happening. So thank you, everybody, for listening. Please also, if you're listening to this on iTunes or Stitcher or whatever you're listening to, go give us a review. Mm-hmm. We would love that. Get us some 5 stars, bitch. Like that 5-star spiciness on your Thai food, bitch. Like that kind of good stuff right there. So without further ado, let's wrap this bitch on up. So my name is Jacob. I got my boy Kevin.
Yo.
And as we like to say, bye.